Hey guys, back once again with another chapter of Tokyo Demon Bride story. For my end, it's actually been a little bit since I've looked into the series. Life comes at you sometimes, you know? But in any case, I'm very glad to see that we're still getting updates on this series. Not that I thought it would, stop anytime soon, but you never know. Well, enough with catching up, let's get into the chapter. So, the chapter starts off with Jinta recalling what the boss lady from the last chapter said about weird things happening in Tokyo. Jinta, doing his thing, goes to work for a while Manaka goes on patrol. As they're sounding off a roll call, we see a familiar face. It's the frog girl from chapter 1. I knew she was coming back sooner or later. Especially considering Manaka's aversion to letting cute girls around Jinta, so it just works. We get to learn more about the frogette, whose name is Keroru, by the way. Mainly that her life's been pretty bad since her defeat against Manaka. It seems that power is highly favored in spirits, so having lost, her roommate kicked her out and she's been scrambling ever since. And thanks to Jinta's questioning about how she can even live amongst humans, it seems spirits use a spell that helps them fit in, though it has its limits. We also learn that spirits is just a catch-all term for any being that comes from the other world. Most of the time it's actually not easy to travel between the worlds, but because some strange events been happening on that side, it's been made easier. And with that comes an important hint drop. But before they can continue, a washing machine that's dropped by a crane in the working area comes at them. Here, we get to see Jinta showing off his strength by catching it. We were shown that he is in fact very strong previously, but now we can see it in action. The boss comes in telling Keroru not to space out, but Jinta isn't having it. After the finished work, Keroru apologizes for how she was when they first met. Jinta shrugs it off and instead tells her to apologize to Manaka instead. And as if it was fated, Manaka appears, ready to strike down the poor froggy girl. A quick push forward and we see that the two have made up, kinda. We get one last look into what could be causing the strange things happening in Tokyo. There seems to have been a big bad that's entered the human world, and that has caused the borders between worlds to become weaker. But with that, that's all Keroru knows. Keroru goes home, and the chapter ends with Manaka telling Jinta not to talk to girls, or else this will happen. She makes a cute pouty face. Jinta doesn't really get what that's supposed to mean, but immediately gets a text about another spirit-related job, and boom, that's that. This chapter seemed like it was mostly meant to introduce Keroru back into the story, though we did get some other hints of what will be happening. What seems to be the most important is the fact that something big and most likely powerful is now in the human world, and because of it, spirits can now flow in, which is leading to all the strange events. What could this thing be though? I'm leaning into a powerful spirit that probably wants something important. Maybe that thing being Manaka herself? At the moment though, who knows? Another thing I wanted to touch upon was the boss of the job. I'm thinking he might have tried to do in Keroru on purpose. Apart from it being there just to show Jinta's unusual strength, it seemed out of place. Also, he seemed way too relaxed about what had just happened, so maybe he knows about spirits or maybe Jinta's special blood and was trying to make quick work out of him. But I don't think that's likely. He may have just been put there to show the kind of person Jinta is, as opposed to being a negative force. And with that, that's the end of the episode. Frog Girl is back, and I hope we get to see more of her in action. What do you guys think of this chapter? Leave your comments below, and hey, I have a Twitter in the description. Go there and see what's been going on, and check the art I occasionally drop as well. I also announce when I'm streaming when I do. That's all for now. I'm Shiro, and I hope I get to see y'all soon.